With tears streaming down her face, Chanel hesitated. For a brief moment, the weight of her crimes and the consequences they had brought upon the city bore down on her. She realized that her pursuit of power had cost her everything: her friends, her loved ones, and even her own soul. In a moment of clarity, Chanel pressed the button to disable the bomb. The ensuing explosion rocked the building, but miraculously, no lives were lost. The city breathed a collective sigh of relief as Chanel emerged from the wreckage, her once powerful empire reduced to ashes. Battered and broken, Chanel turned herself in to the authorities, confessing to her crimes and vowing to make amends. As news of her downfall spread, those who had once followed her, now disillusioned and betrayed, began to distance themselves from her tarnished legacy. Behind bars, Chanel found herself stripped of her former power and influence. She embarked on a journey of self-reflection and rehabilitation, seeking redemption for the countless lives she had harmed. In the confines of her prison cell, she confronted her demons, facing the consequences of her actions head-on. As for Louise and Karen, they too faced their own reckoning. The chaos and bloodshed they had brought upon the city weighed heavily on their conscience. In a surprising turn of events, they decided to work together to rebuild what had been destroyed, to heal the wounds and restore hope to a city that had been consumed by darkness. With the arrest of Chanel and the collaboration of Louise and Karen, the criminal underworld began to weaken. The city slowly emerged from the shadows, rebuilding itself one brick at a time. A vibrant community of artists, activists, and entrepreneurs rose from the ashes, determined to create a city free from the grip of corruption. And in the midst of this transformation, the memory of José, a young man whose life had been tragically cut short, served as a reminder of the price that had been paid. His story became a rallying cry for justice, inspiring a new generation to fight for a future where no one would suffer the same fate as he had. As the sun rose over the rebuilt city, a sense of hope and renewal permeated the air. The people, scarred but resilient, held their heads high, ready to create a brighter, more just society. And in the hearts of all those affected, a profound understanding grew that true power lies not in the pursuit of self-interest, but in the ability to lift others up and forge a path towards a better tomorrow. And so, the story of José, Chanel, Louise, and Karen came to an end, leaving behind a legacy of redemption, forgiveness, and the power of transformation.